So what exactly is happening in Apex Legends right now? We've seen the Apex Legends Twitter page change their name and everything about the page to Outlands TV. We've seen some strange blue lights in the sky, as well as some Hammond robotic signposts all around the map. And we've also had some information about the upcoming Season 4, with a few changes that we weren't necessarily expecting, such as the Legend Forge instead of what we were all expecting, the Legend Revenant. In this video, I'm going to dive into what I think is happening in Apex Legends right now and use all of the information at my disposal to try and crack the case of what is actually going to happen in Season 4. If you do go on to enjoy the video, make sure you smash like and subscribe for more regular Apex Legends content and to help the channel grow. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now I should point out before we get into the video that I will be using some information that was leaked by that one mining guy, which was found inside the game's code, to fill in a few gaps and help our theory progress. Make sure to check out him on Twitter and YouTube, of course, his links will be in the description. But we're going to start off with the recent Apex Legends dev stream where they announced that Forge will be our new Season 4 legend, and the way in which he was announced was very strange to me. One of the pieces of information which was disclosed to us by the devs is that Forge would actually be a sponsored legend, and he would be sponsored by Hammond Robotics, which is actually a company we have seen in the Titanfall universe before. This in itself is a little bit of strange information to disclose to us right after announcing the legend himself, but also I just want to focus quickly on the way in which the developer actually announces that we will be getting Forge. Just listen to the tone of voice he uses when announcing that we will be getting Forge.
So I will go ahead and announce for you folks, our next legend coming in Season 4 is Forge.
Now I might be clutching at straws here, but in my opinion he even sounds surprised himself to be saying Forge. The way he even points his finger at the camera to me suggests that he's basically saying to us, I gotcha, you all thought you were getting Revenant, but in fact you're getting Forge. I'll come back onto why this might be in the future, but I thought that was worth pointing out while we were on the focus of the dev stream. Moving on, shortly after the dev stream we also saw the blue lights which were spotted in the sky come down even closer to World's Edge. We also saw many Hammond Robotics signs popping up all over the map, but mostly around the fuel depot area. The last change we saw come in after the dev stream is that there was an interview station set up in Sorting Factory, supposedly for Forge. Interviews were later posted on the Outlands Television or Play Apex Twitter page, where we can assume that Forge was actually interviewed here in Sorting Factory. With another recent leak, we also saw that one of the new areas on the map would be named Harvester. Now personally I believe it is safe to assume that the blue lights in the sky are in fact a harvester coming down to World's Edge to harvest the minerals of the planet for Hammond Robotics. And this harvester will be landing in the fuel depot area, so we can imagine that we will be seeing some map changes around this area next season. But moving back to the subject of Forge and Hammond Robotics, the Outlands Television or Play Apex Twitter account did post the following statement regarding Hammond Robotics facility, and it did say that the opening of the brand new Hammond Robotics facility in Solace has been put on hold after a break-in caused millions of dollars in damage, and when asked for comment, Hammond Robotics declined. This is of course very suspect, and considering that we all know that there is a lot of code in the game regarding Revenant, something seems slightly off. Now to plug the gap of what is going to happen next, I'm going to have to use a couple of leaks which did happen across the last few days, and I think I can put together the pieces of what is actually going to happen regarding the release of Forge and Revenant in Season 4. The first leak comes from that one mining guy who changed one of the numbers in his URL when looking at an image of Forge, and what actually happened next is quite amazing. The image on his screen changed to this of Revenant, and in my opinion this confirms in itself that Revenant will be coming in Season 4. As you can see in the background of this image with Revenant, it is a very similar background to the image that we had with Forge, and this is all of course stylized towards this season in which the legend will be coming out. Just as we had the blue background for when Watson came out in Season 2. But to further concrete confirm that Revenant in fact will be coming in Season 4, in my opinion, the Play Apex YouTube channel did in fact accidentally release a trailer, an animated trailer for Season 4 in which Revenant is seen attacking who I can only imagine is actually Forge. Obviously I can't confirm that this is Forge, but to me this does look like Forge, and we know that Revenant and Forge will in fact be enemies. So I think it's fair to say that we will in fact be getting Revenant in Season 4. Of course this is my theory, this is not confirmed, but I think if we are putting together the dots here, this is what looks likely to happen, at least in my opinion. Whether or not we will get both Forge and Revenant, I'm not sure. Personally, I think we would likely only get one legend, so I think maybe it's more likely that we will see Revenant or Forge on their own, and maybe not the both of them together, especially if the story pans out in the way in which I think it will. But there is always the slightest possibility that we could be getting 2 legends in one season, but personally I don't see this as a likely outcome at all. But guys, that's all I've got for today's video. Make sure you smash like and subscribe to the channel for more regular Apex Legends content if you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, bye bye.